Thank you for joining She's Dropping a Tea. Shut the front door, Tarot. I wanted to give y'all a quick collective read, you know, of the energies that I pulled while I was at the light. Okay, I think it's phenomenal when the cards come out together. Like, it's amazing how the spirit just tell a whole damn story with what's in your hand, and all three of the cards is referred to each other. Okay, all right, like, share, thumb up the video. Appreciate everyone that do. I am your sacred, magical high chief priest of the Most High God, and baby, I come to give it to you. Okay, and had a long day out here. Long damn day out here. Long damn day. Long damn day. It's been a long damn day, collective. Long damn day. But I ain't giving up. Okay, this is what we got. That's what we working out. It got what would Indy do? Okay. I always wonder what the fuck was that Indy, right? So while I was at the light, I decided to Google the Indy to find out what it was. And it represent, even if it's spiritual, this is so funny how God is so funny. Even if it's spiritual, biblical, whatever, this is what it means. It means the same thing. And period text. Indy stand for Indiana Jones, or Indiana, or Indian. Okay? All right? Which all three, it tickles me to death, because I can tell you, I can get spiritual shit from it all. You know, basically it's letting it be known, like, you are some type of master, okay? And the fact, the next card is going to tell you why I feel that way, or where I get that from. Like, you are a master at what it is you do. When you think about Indy, you think about independence, and you think about individuality. So you're somebody that's very independent, but individuality make me think like you stand outside of everybody else. You do things completely different from how another person would do things, or most people would do things. Okay. So the Indy stand for Indiana Jones, and if you knew Indiana Jones, if there was a will, there was a way. Indiana Jones was, you know, anybody that used to watch Indiana Jones, okay. All right, this is somebody that knew how to discover, knew how to figure out shit. Didn't matter what happened at any given moment. Indiana Jones, boom, he always had, it's like some type of way of getting out of something, knowing how to get through something, just all of that shit when I think about Indiana Jones. Okay? All right, Indiana Jones, there's nobody like Indiana Jones. If you know, you know. Okay? So it says, what would Indiana Jones do? And on this card, it says, the best heroes surprise us by taking action we never saw coming. So you are taking some type of action, or you have took some type of action, or you're in the process of, meaning that you literally could be going through this right now. Somebody has taken action and done things that people wouldn't even imagine that they did, or, you know, could do. Okay, somebody and did some things that shocked motherfuckers in their energy, or around them, observers, whoever it is. Somebody did some things that surprised some people, and I feel like it got to do with you being able to get out of these knots, you knowing how to figure out whatever the fuck somebody try to send your way. You figure this shit out. You figure it out. What would Indiana do? What would Indiana Jones do? It's all of that shit going on. Let me let this card go. What would Indiana Jones do? Okay. All right. You see that rope in his hand? All right. Somebody's able to figure out, like a problem solver. They're able to just figure out shit. Okay. And it don't matter what it is. Now, let me tell you where that's coming from. Somebody that's evil as hell. Okay, we'll pray for you, baby. We're going to pray for you because you're ignorant and you're stupid. You don't know no better. So we're going to pray for you, baby. We know you're going to hell. But we're going to ask the devil to be, you know, compassionate to you. All right. So the next one is lost that cavalry. This is what your enemies wanted to happen to you, wanted to see you go through, and was actually sending this energy out and wanted it to happen. Okay? But your brilliant mind, my brilliant mind, okay, it didn't work out that way. Didn't work out that way. So what it says here, list 3 ways that a person could get help in the situation, then list ways to prevent it. Okay? So these motherfuckers decided to come up with all kind of ways to put a motherfucker into some shit, okay, in hopes that they wouldn't know how to get out of 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, how many shit they sent out. They was praying that one of these things bind them, stop them, block them in some type of way, but it didn't work out that way for them. It says maybe your hero is the cavalry. How could she fail to come to the aid of an ally? What are the consequences? Okay, maybe your hero is the cavalry. How could she fail to come to the aid of an ally? What are the consequences? Then it says go ahead and send the cavalry, but at a cost. Perhaps the rescues are worse than the actual enemies. Basically, it's the people that done got themselves in all kind of fuck shit, and now they need help from the very person that they was fucking attacking. Okay? The very person they was fucking attacking and doing this shit to is the very person that they need help from. And they don't know if they can get help from this person. Also, they trying to seek out help from motherfuckers, that period. And people don't want to help them because people don't want to get karma. People don't want to get wrapped up in the shit that they know that they got themselves wrapped up in. Okay? Okay, lost that cavalry makes me think like somebody finna, opt out and go to hell. It says if your hero can easily call for help, the stakes wouldn't be very high. So take away her lifeline. No parents, no mentor, and no 911. Or set up the expectations that help is on the way, but then prevent it. Perhaps the reinforcements are stuck in a blizzard. The police show up at the wrong address, or the replacement wedding dress is destroyed by the ferry or something like that. Force your hero to figure out this out for herself. See, they tried to create a whole bunch of shit and then thought that I wasn't gonna know how to get through them or get out of them or figure it out or whatever. Instead, they ass is going through all this shit that they wanted me to go through, you to go through, and now they figuring out how to get the fuck out of it. You didn't think about that, smart ass, did you? Did you, smarty pants? You didn't think about what happens if the shit go out and it'll come back on me. Will I be able to reverse this, stop this, figure it out, or even go through the shit that I'm trying to send another motherfucker through? Okay? Like, they didn't want you to have no help. They didn't want you to have no help from your parents. They didn't want no mentors. They didn't want 911. They didn't want the police. They didn't want you to have no help at all. So someone tried to block all that. They was hoping and praying like a motherfucker that you would be lost in your faith, lost that calorie, lost in your faith, give up in your faith, walk away from your faith like every other heathen walks away from their faith because they don't have no faith in God. Like every other heathen that when they going through the shit, when the going get tough, the tough get going, and then they bail the fuck out, don't want to believe in God. So many people did this. God even said it. So many people bailed out. Soon as they shit got serious, they bailed out and said, fuck that faith shit. I got to do this shit on my own. And that's when they start being karmics and doing all kind of hellish shit, okay? Being a heathen and all that old good shit. And trying to figure it out and end up taking the short end of the stick when they took the short end of the stick when they thought they had the long end. Then it says stake the clock. Deadlines forces character to make choices. How can it be now or never? You have motherfuckers acting out of their emotions and doing rational shit without thinking. And now they ass lost to the cavalry, lost in the blizzard, can't call for help, can't call 911 for help, can't get help from friends, family, or no mentor or nothing, because everybody either isolated them, X'd them out, blocked them, or whatever the fuck this shit is. It's like the very thing that a motherfucker wish for you, they don't even have it for themselves. No lifeline, no support, no help, no mentor, nobody that they can go to, or none of that. Okay? And this is the same shit that somebody wanted for you. Mirror. The mirror is is here to let me know. It says start the clock. The mirror, they projected that shit. They wanted you to believe you was out of time or whatever or something like that. But instead, they ass is out of time. The clock is ticking. And also somebody thought they had time to try to block you, stop you, or they thought that they can interfere with your blessings, your miracles, whatever God is doing. I think this shit is so tired. It's so stale that you trying to beat a clock or you trying to stop or this. They doing all this rational shit and then they get themselves in worser shit. Like when they tried to send out the hitman and then the hitman gets stopped by the police because the hitman got all kind of motherfucking warrants from all kind of other cities and states. And so the hitman never make it to go take out the high priestess. The hitman never make it. Matter of fact, they saying anybody that come for her is cursed. Like, but y'all already knew that. But you still did this rational shit thinking you could beat the clock. Thinking you could beat the clock. You still did some old rational shit thinking that you could pay somebody. The FBI and found all of the traces from the money wiring, all of the tap phones and all that old shit. On top of the icing on with the cake, the cherry on the cake, the hitman that they caught that had warrants in all of these other cities and states gave up your ass to get some deals on all of the shit that they got in trouble for. They want to cut time or work a deal out, so they rat your ass out. They also feel like since they got in trouble fucking with you, going after me, I'm going to make sure this bitch get in trouble too. Since he's already in trouble for shit that he did in other cities and states. He made sure he take your ass down with him. Okay, that's what you need to know, motherfucker. That thought you was so slick. That's what you need to know. That he took your ass down too. Okay? So if it ain't already happened, it's getting ready to happen, or it just happened. Either way it go, whatever the fucking plot you set up for a motherfucker to try to take another motherfucker out, and you thought you was gonna pay money and you wanted them to stalk, harm, hurt, or whatever, that shit is abort. Father God, stop that shit at the gate. That motherfucker got pulled over in a regular traffic stop because he had warrants for other shit in other places. The police officer was just doing his job for that and discovered a whole treasure trove of other shit. Plus he spilled the beans on your ass. Okay? So all that shit backfired on them. Everything that they thought they was sending out to try to get a motherfucker to harm, hurt somebody else and thought they was gonna pay a hitman because they so envious and jealous of another bitch that put the work in and your stinking ass didn't. Mad that you can't ride on my motherfucking coattail. Mad that you can't suck on my motherfucking energy like a fucking vampire. Like a fucking heathen like you is. Okay? All of that shit. Mad that I see right through all of y'all bullshit that y'all be on. Mad that none of that bullshit work. You can't never try to play games with my intuition. You can't never try to figure out, yo, let's see if she really... Bitch, you been knew that I was the truth and the legit one. Like, stop thinking you can play games, lie, put a whole bunch of dumbass readings out there like I can't channel my own energy and find out the truth of shit. I just think people are stupid. And all this other shit that Father God's saying. How motherfuckers, they so mad that they can't pull shit wolves over your eyes that they like to try to dilute it with, she paranoid, she got fear, she taking fear into her new beginning, she still got FOMO. Ain't nobody done got shit. We get along with everybody, with anybody. We'll communicate and talk to anybody. But we know about your bitch ass that ain't gonna get in and get shit off. That's what you're mad about. You mad at your bitch ass. We 10 steps ahead of your bitch ass. And you can't get shit off in our energy. Even the fucking lies that you tried to take to an authority figure. They had enough fucking spiritual discernment to figure your ass out. To know that that shit you was saying was a fucking lie. But not only that, it came back on your ass and you end up catching a case doing that type of shit. And the person look at you crazy now. They don't even got no respect for you. Because they knew you was lying. They knew you was making up shit. And they knew you was just being a tyrant in somebody else's energy. So now they don't even got respect for you. Whoever these people is you used to fuck with, they don't got respect for you. You know, you looking like something lower than anything, like than everything. Like a motherfucker don't want you around them, because if you would do this to somebody that's innocent, then what the hell would you do to them? That's how people look at somebody. They look at them like I don't want no parts of this person. This person is wicked. This person is evil. This person is envious. This person got too much bad streaks or bad shit going on with theyself. This person need to, like somebody just don't want to fuck with somebody. They can't be trusted. Somebody is just into the dark shit so bad, so deep. Like they can't get nobody to help them. They even went to a psychic to get a reading, and she channeled the dark energy work that he was doing or she was doing and blasted out on them and let it be known, whoever the fuck this is you keep doing work on, this shit is not working on them, and whatever you doing is going to be a backfire back to you. Okay? Yeah, standard procedure. Like somebody telling them, you can't go in somebody's energy and do this type of shit to them. And okay, that's scary. That's scary. Look, they told them that you cannot sit up and be doing spell work on a motherfucker, then be trying to do love spells. You cannot want to be with a motherfucker, but then you sitting up here doing all this other crazy shit. There's standard procedures that you cannot force a person to be with you, force them in love with you. You can't attack a person's energy, do all kind of crazy shit in their energy. It says, what if this happened all the time? Is your hero writing the rules or breaking them? Yeah, you can't break and make rules. You can't break and make and do what the fuck you want in other people's energy. It don't go that way. Okay? Whatever the fuck you send out is yours to own. Motherfucker, get it 10,000 times 10 with a fucking cherry on top. Like, enjoy. Dig the fuck in. Dig the fuck in, because it's your shit. I want it to fuck you up, whoever it is. It's your shit. Okay? Okay? I wish you well with it. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Then they mad that they can't get you evil and mean and mad like them. Like, there's just so much stupid shit, but I'm just tired of channeling the same energy because these people won't grow up and ain't got no life. Somebody is passing away. They're literally on their deathbed in the hospital, and somebody may want to confess some shit to you before they die. Okay? Because they know that they're getting ready to check the fuck out. Okay? 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 All of this shit is going on. Okay? Okay? And there's a lawyer that is getting your inheritance. They're searching, going over the country. They going from one place to another place, collecting what is yours. Whoever this crooked cop, crooked lawyer, and crooked somebody else, crooked X, they all going to be convicted for fraudery, for fraudery, and just doing a lot of shit in people's energy that they shouldn't have been doing. Okay, all under identity theft and all that kind of shit. You had people trying to collect insurance money. The lawyer that's collecting money for you and getting your things, they lied to a judge and to a court and said you was deceased. They tried to collect insurance money on you. They tried to collect property and other things under your name. They forged so many different documents. Whoever got in trouble, this could be family included, with ops, okay, all working together, and they all going down. There's somebody in your energy that's literally finna go to jail, and they don't want you to know. Okay, they literally finna go to jail and they don't want you to know. Somebody got a motherfucking brace on their leg abroad. Okay, maybe more than one, but it's people that got braces on their leg. They on the house arrest until they get sentenced, and it's for being in my energy, your energy, doing all the funny shit, and they don't want people on YouTube to know. Okay, I wonder where they gonna say that they at. Okay, I wonder where they gonna say that they at when they can't occupy their channel. Okay. Okay, what they gonna be doing videos in jail, okay, and downloading them, talking about I'm doing blackout reads. I don't know what they gonna be doing, but all of this shit is going on in somebody's energy, and somebody literally gotta physically get out their house. Okay, this may be something that's given to the court, or they just got to get out their house because they did so much fraud. They could be literally squatting in a house that they ain't have no business never being in. Like, all of this shit is going on in somebody's energy. Like, it's going down, okay? It's going down. So, if you like it, I love it, okay? It's whatever. Shit, if you like it, I love it. Let me see, where the hell is my money? Like, I can't make it up. Oh, okay, I was finna say, where the hell? But yeah, I forgot what I did. Forgot what I did. Let me just take the card. So yeah, all of this is going on, y'all. Okay, all of this is going on in y'all energy, in my energy. Okay. Okay, the enemy is going down. He's going down, 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 down. I can't make it up. Enemy is going down. Okay? Down. Alright. Alright, so let me see. Let me run in here real quick. I'm going into the corner store before I go in the house, you know. Got to get somebody some miles. My son, he's good for texting me, telling me, can I pick him up some miles? He better have my damn money. That's what I'm saying. Okay? And he finally came out on top with a job that I introduced to his ass, that I made him, you know, fill out the application, took him to go, and he got it. Okay, so he's on and popping because of me. Like I told him, you on and popping, nigga, because of me. Okay, because of me, nigga. Like I helped you out of your crisis. Okay, through the grace of God, prayed to God and all that, and God said, I finally took care of it for you, and he did. So now this dude is Gucci. He's cool now. Okay? Even relationships that had issues and problems is working out. Okay? He did a little ritual I told him to do, and it seemed like everything's working out for him. So if you bitches been sending all that dark ass energy towards my child, okay, he's just sent that shit back to you, bitch ass. Okay? That's what you need to understand and understand.